When we bought this house in late 25, one of the things that we noticed was this nice patio area in between the house and the carport, but it was in bad shape with rotted railroad ties and a lot of vegetation growing in the middle of it. So, what we wanted to do was kind of fix up this area quite a bit. So, you might have seen previous videos where we put in some block wall around it. So, we replaced the railroad ties and then we put down this heavy duty landscaping fabric. And the point here was to replace the gravel or add gravel on top of that. So nice pea gravel. So we got 4 yards of this stuff, which was a huge amount. And we used the Kubota excavator to move it over from that pile to the patio. This was something new for me, learning to scoop up gravel with my 24-inch bucket. And as you'll see, the lower the pile gets, the more difficult it gets not to scrape into the ground below the gravel. I'm trying to get a full bucket here, but not so full that it's going to drop gravel all the way over to the patio, which is going to be a problem for the asphalt. I'm trying to be super careful here, not to hit the wrong stick, not to bang into any of the existing framing or the pergola structure, or not drive the excavator so close that I start to damage the stone wall. So was being super slow and careful here. These first few scoops were the easy ones where I got a big yield out of them, and you could make a lot of progress in a short period of time. Got tougher as the pile got lower. Normally, when you're dumping something that far out where you're going max extension on the boom, you'd normally want to drive your bulldozer blade down to stabilize things. But in this case, I wanted to protect the asphalt, so I did not do that. Fortunately, it was still fairly stable because I was right over the tracks. The rest of this job is fairly repetitive, so I'm going to speed things up here because it's really about the same thing until we get near the end. By this point, I'd scooped the pile down so it was only about a foot deep. So it was time to try something different. I scooped what I could into the bucket and then I got out and filled the rest of it by hand, which gave me some pretty good yields at a little bit more effort. I really felt it the next day, but boy, did I sleep well that night. By this point, we'd gotten most of the gravel with the exception of the last few inches, which we spread on that driveway segment anyway. So we made our final dump, and then it was time for Marianne to be put back to bed for the next job. Next day was a rainy day, but you can see how nicely the new gravel looks. Brand new pea gravel into this patio area, and what a huge difference from the old look from the patio. So thanks, Marianne, and we'll see you in the next video.